So now we want to talk about the use of storage heaters, the new Chronomite point of view storage heater, which is an old technology that's kind of found its place because we now have a 1.3 gallon storage heater that will work very, very well on our 0.35 water conservation mixing valve sinks, faucets, excuse me. And the faucets are the new hands-free faucets that are going to 0.35. This is the model number here. This is the heater. This particular little storage heater, even though it is a storage heater, will actually fit very comfortably underneath the sink. See, it's quite small. You plug it in. You won't need to call an electrician. You just plug the heater right in. You will need a 0.35 mixing valve with it for the hands-free faucet. And what you have now is a small storage heater that will handle on an ongoing basis the low flow hands-free faucet applications all over the country. It's really, really significant because on a storage heater you can store the water at the temperature you want. On a storage heater, the water comes to the top. We're pulling the water off the top, going right into the faucet underneath. The water is warm all the way up to the faucet, so when you turn it on, there's no waiting for hot water. And on a 1.3 gallon per minute, the remarkable thing is that these wonderful new flow rates at 0.35, if you use the water heater 20 seconds and turn it off for 6 or 7 seconds, turn it back on again for 20 seconds, turn it off for another 6 or 7 seconds, that heater will work forever. It never really runs out of hot water. And that's what the application is for a hands-free faucet. The reason is the recovery is so fast and the water usage you're using is so low. Now I'm going to walk over to the faucet itself and show you what 0.35 looks like. As I mentioned, 0.35 is the new flow rate, and when you say 0.35, it sounds almost draconian. You can't really wash your hands with that much water. But we've always been using 0.5 for a long time, and the truth is 0.5 has always been a little bit less than 0.5 because we couldn't exceed 0.5. I want to show you the gauge here. This is the flow rate. I have the water on right now, but the flow rate is about 0.32. This is, you can zoom in on that. This is what 0.32 looks like. And I can clearly wash my hands in that amount of water. It's not a problem at all. And when this 0.32, 0.35 is on for 20 seconds and then I turn it off, it recovers very quickly. To give you a visual sense of what 0.32 looks like when you're filling something, I put it under there. You can see that in 20 seconds time, I'm not going to put much water in there. So now I'm done washing my hands, and this is all the water I have to heat up. It's not much. So I can clearly heat that back up in a few seconds, actually, less than 10 seconds for sure. And so the next person comes along and washes his hands, and he's only using a little bit of water as well, and that's ongoing. So even though you only have this low storage volume, you can easily keep up, and it's just a wonderful application. Let me go back to the gauge, and I'll increase the flow up to a half a gallon a minute. Now you see there's a half a gallon a minute. Let's take a look at what that looks like. It's really not any different, really, not much different at all. So even though we went from 0.35 to an increase of volume per minute by 20%, it didn't do anything at all for our hand wash, but it dramatically helped the recovery rate. So that's what the new application is about. Fast recovery rate on a small storage heater that fits under a sink, that can be easily plugged in, that's low cost, that'll keep up, and has the effect of an ongoing instantaneous electric water heater. we demonstrated the 1.3 GPM for a low flow application. Chronomite also has the 2.5 and 4 gallon storage heaters. And as you can see, they're a little bit bigger and they don't mount under the sink. Historically, small storage heaters used to sell 20 or 30 times what an instantaneous electric heater does, point of use. But now it's pretty much even. But an awful lot of them are still being sold. The misconception is you need 6 gallons of water or 10 gallons of water or even a 4 gallon, which is the more popular unit. But you see, they don't fit under the sink. And we sell them and we offer them because that's what the marketplace offers. But as I just demonstrated to you, there's no reason on a hands-free faucet, 0.35, not to use the little one.